welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. It's the Thursday edition. I'm Uncle Muggs, alongside Raul DeCastro. We're coming to you from the Miami studios, and we have a very interesting show in store for you today.
We sure do. Can't wait to share all that we have for you this week.
Well, leading off, it's Ninad Kulkarni. He's from India. He's a very high-ranked junior pickleball player, a content writer, and he's the operator of India's most influential pickleball platform called PBZ.
We also have Adam Clay. He's the co-founder and CEO of Pickleball Pop-Ups. He can deliver an experience like no other. Last but not least, we have my friend Alina Leontarakis. She is with the Dink, an online publication, and we get into some drama regarding all the paddles and what's happening with that.
So you don't want to miss that interview and a whole lot more on this Thursday's edition of the Base to Pickle Show.
What's going on, everyone? It's Johnny Pickles, and I'm at the APP Newport Beach Open, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
Watch our inventory of past and current matches. There's all you need to know about local pickleball events in your area. We'll have some special guests from all around the pickleball community. Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show. I'm Uncle Muggs. I'm in the Miami studios today, and I have a special guest with us all the way from India. His name is Ninad Kulkarni. Ninad is India's second-seeded pickleball player. He's also a junior tennis player. He's a content writer, and add to the list, he's the sole operator of India's biggest and most influential pickleball platform. He has a podcast over there, and he's with us here on the Base to Pickle Show. Ninad, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Uncle Max, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and connecting with other pickleball podcasters and content creators. Lovely to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you on the show because we want to know what people think of pickleball and what the pickleball vibe is all the way across the world over there in India. Exactly where are you? What city are you in?
I am near Mumbai. It's a city called Aurangabad. Not everyone is familiar with it, but it's a small town and we have pretty good pickleball over here, I'll say, yeah.
All right, so I know you come from a tennis background. A lot of pickleball players, obviously come from a tennis background. You picked up the sport, like 5 years ago from your coach. And tell us, like where you play over there and how you got involved, and tell us a little bit about you.
All right, so I was introduced to pickleball by my tennis coach. I was playing tennis for like 5 years, and then they told me this is pickleball, and I liked the game very much. I picked it up. After a while of playing it, I thought that maybe I can do content creation too, because the field clearly lacked it. Despite of Indian pickleball scene not being that big, I decided to take a risk and pick the content creation thing up. And gladly, I think I'm at a good stage right now, getting exposure from people like you too. Yeah.
All right, so you have a YouTube channel, obviously, in India, and you're a big influencer over there. Tell me about the overall vibe in India and how it relates to pickleball. And do you think that everybody's accepting pickleball right now?
Well, we have small conflicts like tennis players in USA, in India too. But yeah, I think people really are liking pickleball. It's growing pretty slowly, but still steadily it's growing. People have well accepted it. The community is really vibrant. We have our own conflicts too, but yeah, it's a good community, I'll say. It's not that bad.
All right, so there was some big news this month. It seems like the PPA and Major League Pickleball has added India as a tour for the February 2025 stop. How do you feel about that, and what's the vibe over there regarding to this big news?
Well, again, another big achievement for all of Indian pickleball community for having a great tour as PPA at a stop here. I think it's going to be great for players. We do have some very professional and competitive level players over here, and I think it's going to be of great exposure. There is a little war, I'll say, between really growing the community and earning money over here, but I think it's going to be sorted at the end of the day, and we are going to have a good tour over here. Yeah.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about you, Ninad, and how you got to be seated number 2 in India in pickleball, and what's your future like? What are your plans in pickleball? What do you hope to aspire?
Well, I won't say if I'm actually seeded number two right now. It was a while ago, and I think I sort of forgot to update it. But I'll say, yeah, I'm at a pretty good position even now. We have better players than me, and I'll say what my aspiration in the coming years will be is to definitely trying to make a living out of pickleball content creation because I love doing this.
That's great. I mean, I see that you have a passion for pickleball like we all do. We love this wonderful game, and I appreciate what you're doing. What type of content are you creating?
All right, so that's an interesting story too. I actually started out in my bedroom with a green screen in the background and doing online podcasts. But then slowly I grew. My podcast grew. People liked it. I don't have the best of the numbers, I admit, but still, it's pretty good. Then I was approached by a very lovely company called Goodland Pickleball, and I have collaborated with them. And now I'm doing a proper sit down podcast with some of India's best players, management, and personalities.
Okay, we're going to have all your information down in the description on our YouTube channel when we play this on our Thursday show. I have a co-host. His name is Raul De Castro, and on behalf of everyone here at the Base to Pickle Show, Ninad, I want to thank you very much for being on the show and giving us all this information. And keep up all the good work over there in India.
Thank you so much, Uncle Les.
All right, so that was Ninad, and he came to us from India, giving us some information from all the way across the world. As you can see, pickleball is vibrant. It's taking off everywhere. It's the fastest growing sport in the world right now. This is Uncle Muggs, and we'll be right back.
Everyone, this is Johnny Pickles, and I'm at the APP Newport Beach Open, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
Raul, we have some great news.
What is it, Uncle Muggs?
It's Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday? What is that? I thought Base to Pickle was a Thursday show.
Yeah, but thanks to the overwhelming support from our fans, viewers, and tournament organizers, we're able to bring you highlights and results of your local tournaments. Send us your podium pictures via Instagram at Base to Pickle and watch our Base to Pickle channel on YouTube for your pictures and results.
Hola, aquí estoy con Leslie Teruel, Base to Pickle. Queremos hablar un poco más de potencia y estos paddles de potencia. Dime qué tú crees, Leslie, de estos paddles que tú has estado usando, que yo he usado desde que empecé a jugar.
Mira, yo tuve una experiencia cuando recién empecé a jugar pickleball hace 2 años y medio con otra marca. Cuando hice el switch a potencia, de verdad que vi la diferencia.
Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show, everyone. I'm Uncle Muggs. We're in the Miami studios. I'm alongside Raul De Castro, and we have a special guest with you today. His name is Adam Clay. He's the co-founder and CEO of Pickleball Pop-Up, and he can deliver a world-class pickleball experience virtually anywhere in the country. Adam, welcome to the Base to Pickle Show.
Thank you, Uncle Muggs. Thank you, Raul. Really happy to be here.
Well, tell us a little about you and how you got into pickleball, because you aren't really a pickleball player, right?
I wasn't, not until about 18 months ago. Fortunately, I found pickleball in my journey to get healthy and lose weight. I'm in my 40s, and so I tried everything on the planet. This was just the next thing in line. And luckily for me, I fell in love with pickleball right away, started playing every single day. And that became involuntary. So instead of like an intentional diet, I started playing pickleball, and then I decided I wanted to build a business around it.
Awesome. Well, that's what has happened to many, many of us, right? We start to play pickleball, get into it, start to lose a little bit of weight, get addicted, start a business. So tell us, Adam, about the business you started, Pickleball Pop-Up. It sounds so interesting. And you mentioned it can go off camera. You mentioned it can go anywhere in any space, and you can accommodate anything that someone really wants.
Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't our plan from the beginning. We had the plan that so many people have. We love pickleball. There's not enough pickleball courts. Let's open a pickleball club in my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. Not a novel concept. And in that pursuit of opening our own club, my business partner and I come from corporate sales, he comes from corporate marketing, just thinking a little differently about this opportunity, decided to throw a public pickleball party as a marketing device for our eventual club. So let's have a party at a brewery. and we're going to start building this audience locally in my hometown of Memphis. And we didn't think of it as a business opportunity on the party. We were still focused on the club. And thankfully, rather than do it in a kind of shoestring and duct tape way, we invested in proper premium courts. We talked to all the court players like Pickle Roll, Pickleball United, Flex Court, Acrotech, and there are several others out there. We talked to them, we chose courts, and we threw these big parties, and they were free to the public because remember, this is a marketing technique that we're trying to do. And Jacob Eliason, who's my business partner, with his marketing brain, had the foresight to say, let's also document these parties. Let's bring a professional photographer, videographer. So we start creating this content that we can throw pickleball parties, and we're bringing them to breweries because these courts are portable. They're meant for backyards and to be installed permanently, but they also can be picked up and moved.
Yeah.
And so then after we did a few of these, we got our big break, and we got hired by the city of Memphis to be on a street called Beale Street, which is world famous bar and restaurant where Elvis and B.B. King started, and it's right next to the FedEx Forum where the Memphis Grizzlies play.
That's right.
So we take over Beale Street on the same night as Grizzlies opening night for the NBA. The content that comes out of that is breathtaking. We've got drone shots of pickleball courts down the street. We've got the Memphis Grizzlies drumline and cheerleaders out there. It is a rowdy party, to say the least. The only one that Memphis could do. And that content, when it got out there, just fundamentally changed our business. We started getting calls from every walk of life, whether it's corporations, if it's agencies, if it's brands, and then also people, who want pickleball parties brought to their cove or their backyard. So really every spectrum of the pickleball market is saying, hey, we don't have pickleball right here, but we'd love to have it for a day or 2 days. How can you help us? And we started looking at this and thinking, who else is doing this, first of all? So we look around, some people are trying it, but no one's really going all in with it. And so we move fast. And so we made the decision right then and there to pivot off of building our own club and go all in on events. We found pickleballpopups.com was available. It says what we do. It's great for search.
Great name.
And we decided to make that our name. And now we are doing events nearly every day in every part of the country. We serve corporations, brands, agencies, trade shows, anything you can imagine. And we do it coast to coast.
All right, that was Adam Clay. Adam, I want to thank you very much for being on the Base to Pickle Show. And anytime you have something that you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to come back on the show, everybody. This is Adam Clay, the CEO and co-founder of Pickleball Pop-Up.
Thanks for having me, guys.
This month of July, Tournament Tuesday sponsored by Club Pickle. Like the shirts we're wearing, Club Pickle offers a diverse range of pickleball apparel that appeals to pickleball enthusiasts of all ages and skill levels. You can find them at clubpickleusa.com and use code BTP15 for a 15% discount on everything.
And tune in to Base to Pickle every Tuesday for Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday?
Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday.
Tournament Tuesday. Welcome to the Base to Pickle Show, everyone. Today we're in the Miami studios. I'm Uncle Muggs alongside Raul DeCastro, and we have a very special guest with us today. She is the partnerships manager at the Dink. The Dink is an online media outlet with a huge online presence. Please help me in welcoming Alina Leontarakis.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. Very happy to be here.
It's been a long time coming because, we're friends from the neighborhood and you've been in pickleball for a long while and I started playing and then I learned about everything you're doing. And thank you for your inspiration because you are an inspiration for many of us on the field.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's the pickleball world is moving fast every single day, and I'm glad we were able to meet and connect through different events in our community, and very happy to be here.
Yeah, we're very, very fortunate to be in this sport at this time, booming the way that pickleball is.
Alina, tell us, what is your number one advice for someone coming into pickleball? And then we'll get into some of the Dink stuff and some controversial things that are going on in pickleball right now.
Okay. I think number one way to get into pickleball go out there and just show up to a court. I think a lot of people are really intimidated just because they don't know the rules and they might not have a paddle, but you'll be very surprised to see how open and welcoming the pickleball community really is. Showing up there with nothing, you will have lots of people there that are just willing to teach you the rules right away and guide you and not make you feel nervous or stressed out on the court or piss anybody off because you're losing. I think pickleball has a great rap that you can just have fun out there. You might lose every game, but as long as you're having a good time with everybody out on the court, it's it's a lot of fun. I think
I
getting out
agree.
there is number one.
Hey,
Maybe watch YouTube tutorial.
we always say our saying here on Base to Pickle is, pickleball is fun.
Let's
Let's
play.
play.
And that's
it.
it.
It's all about the going out there and playing. It shouldn't just be you so scared to not try it just because you're scared of what other people are going to think. Nobody's really judgmental out on the court because everyone
That's
has
right.
one goal in mind. Everyone's out there to have fun. So
That's right. Well, Alina, one of the things I always equate when someone is newer, right? Because we were all new at some point, is you go to the park, you just go to the park to have fun and right, go down the slide and maybe use the swing. Pickleball's the same way. You just go out there and you hit the ball and you'll meet a couple people that'll hit the ball just like you or a little bit better and you make friends. And from there, you continue to go to the park, you see the same friends and you build a relationship, you get better and you become an addict like I was, like I am.
absolutely, that's what I've at my local park here. That I was a former tennis player, then got into pickleball. I tried going to the park one time, and I had one man that was very nice and led me through all the rules and gave me a lot of grace for stepping on the kitchen line a lot and hitting the ball when I wasn't supposed to. And it's been almost 2 years of me playing there, and I've got to say, I don't want to play anybody anywhere else because just the community of people have made it so worthwhile for me.
Again, we're talking to Alina Leontarakis. She's the partnerships manager at the Dink. Hey everyone, this is Uncle Muggs, and the pickleball craze is going on right now. Did you know that there's a local pickleball news show right here in Florida? It's the Base to Pickle Show. This is a great show to watch if you're looking for a dose of Florida pickleball news and happenings. Get results of previous tournaments or watch our inventory of past and current matches. There's all you need to know about local pickleball events in your area.
Yeah, Yola right now is they're in a lot of muddy waters with USA Pickleball. Very interesting what's going on there. But well, I'm very curious to see how this all really plays out because it's all, I guess, on a technicality, right? I mean, they submitted the wrong paddles, and now they're not letting them back on their list. So it's legally it's going to be very interesting to see how it all plays
So
out.
let me ask you this: how is a banned paddle going to affect like the recreational player like us? Do you think other players are going to say, "Hey, I don't want to play against you because you have a banned paddle"?
I think it started already at facilities where facilities now at their open play, rec play are not allowing those Yola paddles to be played on their courts. So it's already begun. I think that if certain players might have a fear of playing against them because they might be too hot, I don't blame them because if, number one, their safety is the
Number
most
one.
utmost importance. So I think if they don't feel comfortable maybe playing against a paddle for right now, I would probably say move courts. But I I would be very concerned if I was a Yola player right now or just anyone sponsored by them or just playing at their local park because if they're not approved at any tournament, then honestly, why should you be playing with them in rec? So
Agree.
if they're not approved there, you shouldn't be playing with them because you can hurt somebody just for you playing, having just at your own leisure. That's my opinion. I think
That's
safety
right.
is most important. Don't play with it if they're not approved. But of course, everybody spent lots, hundreds of dollars on these paddles, and they want to get the most out of them. So everybody's taking a hit financially right now on these paddles,
Yeah,
which I feel bad
Alina,
for.
I heard that they're replacing them for people that bought paddles. Is that not happening? Do you know?
I think it is, but with this lawsuit that's happening, not just with USA Pickleball, but with a gentleman named Greg Mattis, which we covered in our newsletter, suing Yola, class action lawsuit. He might be pretty much representing one of pretty much everybody in the country that has faced this issue and getting their money back. I'm assuming that's the case right now, but with this lawsuit, you never know how things may turn. So we'll have to see how this all plays out.
This is good for everybody. There's a lot of juicy drama going on, a lot of good things to write about, some great stories. Hey everyone, this is Uncle Muggs, and the pickleball craze is going on right now. Did you know that there's a local pickleball news show right here in Florida? It's the Base to Pickle Show. We'll have some special guests from around the pickleball community, tournament directors, event organizers, sponsors, manufacturers, coaches, trainers, municipalities, and even pro players and fans. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the world right now, so don't miss out. You can catch the show live on YouTube every Thursday from
Hi, I'm Sue. I am a 3-5 pickleball player, sometimes 4, sometimes 2.5, so I average it out. Your Upper Gwinnett, Pennsylvania meetup, and you're watching the Base to Pickle podcast.
Let's go!
Woo!
And talking about great stories. Tell us a little bit about the Dink and what the Dink is about. I know they have a huge online media presence.
Yeah, so we are a pickleball outlet, media outlet, mainly known for our newsletter. Have about 120,000 subscribers, and it's great because it's completely free to subscribe. You can go to dinkpickleball.com, subscribe, and it's great that the quick 5-minute read gives you everything you need to know about pickleball, ways to up your game, everything that's happening on the amateur side of the sport, on the pro side. It's a great way just to stay in touch on what's going on in the pickleball world, and we build a really dedicated audience that lives and breeds pickleball, that pickleball junkie that everybody talks about.
That's right.
That's who our audience is, and we share it just on our newsletter and on our social medias. We love to highlight different amateurs on our pages to show them some love, and on the pro side too. And we're involved on both ends of the sport. And
Yeah, I love it, Alina. I love what you're doing. I saw you at the Racket X event. I've seen you at many, many events. And, we were at the Pickleball Slam with Andre Agassi and all
that
those
was so
tennis
fun.
big ones.
Yeah, it's great to see what pickleball has become. How many events and cool celebrities and athletes are copping on board, and that pickleball slam was such a great experience. And seeing 4 great tennis players embracing the sport the way that they did, and bring thousands of people all together in one room, shows that tennis and pickleball can really be friends. There's no great divide, and it was truly really a fun day.
Yeah, I
And
mean, at the Hard Rock Casino, it was packed. It was a great vibe. I mean, there was all kinds of gear for sale. People really enjoyed it. I mean, they made it fun. It was funny, right? The players cracked jokes with the ref. It was a great event.
yeah, I think it was great. Just that, along with even sports teams are even embracing pickleball in a great way. Hockey night with the Florida Panthers recently had a pickleball night. The Florida Marlins have already now 2 pickleball nights. It's truly great to see how other major league sports are embracing pickleball as well, and showing that they can draw a crowd just by promoting pickleball at their games.
Alina, when you think the Dink, and the Dink is a huge, like you said, outlet, what area do you cover yourself for the Dink, or do you just travel across country as well to cover it? Tell us about you and your professionalism, because you do a fantastic job there.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, the Dink, I mean, it's great that we're able to go and be invited to different events across the country, and being able to cover all these events to share with our audience is our most important. Is the number one reason why we even do this. I think it's really great to showcase how pickleball is bringing the community together, and our articles, our social media posts truly show that. And I think it's great just to see everything that's been happening in the pickleball world.
Again, we're with Alina. She is from the Dink. And we're on the Base to Pickle Show here in the Miami studios. Uncle Muggs alongside Raul de Castro, having fun like always.
It's Bruno from Brooklyn. You're watching Base to Pickleball with Raul, Uncle Muggs. Be ready every Thursday. Watch Base to Pickle on Instagram, YouTube, whenever you want.
Hola, aquí estoy con Leslie Teruel, Base to Pickle. Queremos hablar un poco más de potencia y estos paddles de potencia. Dime qué tú crees, Leslie, de estos paddles que tú has estado usando, que yo he usado desde que empecé a jugar.
Mira, yo tuve una experiencia cuando recién empecé a jugar pickleball hace 2 años y medio con otra marca. Cuando hice el switch a potencia, de verdad que vi la diferencia.
Welcome back to the Base to Pickle Show. I sure hope you enjoyed those interviews. We had a lot of fun putting them together, Raul. We talked to Ninad from India, and it's great to see how pickleball is growing all over the world.
I love it. And Adam Clay with the pop-up pickleball. You can play pickleball anywhere. He'll set you up and you will have a great time. And then we had Alina with the Dink. She was fantastic. We talked about the whole situation with the paddles and pickleball all around the country, where the Dink goes and covers anything and everything pickleball.
So if you like those interviews, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us here every Thursday at Base to Pickle.
Thank you for watching the Base to Pickle Show. And like we always say,
Pickleball is fun. Let's play.